Hi, and welcome back to Ignite Success, where we sit down with business owners and professionals to talk about all kinds of things like leadership and hear their success stories to inspire and motivate you. I'm Sherrie Clark, and I'm your host, and today I want to welcome Sid McNairy.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on the show, Sid. You know, we talked a little bit about what you do, and I mean, we've got 3 out of 8 books out here that you've written, and you were giving me a little bit of the backstory of what you've done, and it's just really very impressive. So you own Art of Peaceful Living.
Yes.
What is Art of Peaceful Living?
Well, I mean, the reason why we came with that name after years of doing this was Art of Peaceful Living kind of speaks for itself. We teach people how to live a peaceful lifestyle. And right now in the world, it's something that's definitely needed.
Yeah.
People need to figure out how can we get to peace or we're going to leave, right? Like either we figure it out or we don't. And so that's what we do. And a lot of times what's really been a calling of late is parents have called and said, hey, my child seems like they're going to commit suicide. Can you help? And so that's probably the biggest call I've gotten, and when that call comes, then it's like, okay, I'm going to get on the phone and we're going to figure it out that person can call me the next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay on until that happens. And so that's a big one, and being an ex-football coach, that's the win, right? So now when I have someone that makes that call, it's like, all right, I'm going to get a win. And that, it drives me, it fuels me. My wife's involved too, because she's a school counselor, and we work with people, and helping people figure out how to have better relationships, with their spouse or relationships at work. That's what we do. We help people live well and live their dream.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned earlier about your wife being a counselor, and she got a job here in Jacksonville, and you guys just like packed up and went, right?
Yeah, we did that in 2019 before the pandemic. And actually when they closed the border, we were in the Dominican Republic and had to come back.
Wow.
And figure it out for the first 6 months homeless because, we chose to be homeless. So we bounced around from place to place. And then eventually we said, all right, this doesn't look like it's going to end. Where are we going to live? And that's when 3 days later, she got interviewed for a job here. And 7 days later, we moved and set up shop. So that's how it went.
That's a story within itself, isn't it?
No doubt about it.
Wow. Have you written a book? You're thinking about writing a book on it?
Well, this book, Those Who Know God, at the end, I said, all right, I need 30 days. So we took 30 days and went and stayed in Atlanta at a friend's house and had a pool. And it was a real big sanctuary. And so within 3 days, I had written the book. In 22 days, it was published. And so, yeah, that covers a lot of it.
My goodness. I've never known it to happen that quick.
Right. It
like,
was definitely guided.
Wow, like supernaturally or so. Wow. You had mentioned something about your toughest challenge. What was your toughest challenge when it came to your own peace? I mean, how did you get through it, and what did you learn from it?
I mean, going from being a football coach and an athlete all my life, right? I started playing sports at 7. I was taught to meditate by a soccer coach that carried me through, and I still use those meditation principles to meditate. And so what took place was I just realized my life was full of chaos, and I had started doing yoga as a football coach to help heal my own body. And one day I just looked up and realized this isn't it. This is not what I'm supposed to do. This isn't how I'm supposed to feel about life. And I feel like everyone goes through that moment. There's a moment that just says, this is enough. And often that looks like spiritual bankruptcy. And then all of a sudden something else comes through. So that's how it happened for me.
Wow. What a story. What a story. You've got many more books in you, right? You've got 7 and 8 that you're finishing up. That's a lot of books.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Sid.
It feels great to write. I mean, it really does. Especially as a child, I was told that I wouldn't write. I was told I needed to be held back in school. And fortunately, I overcame all those things, and I'm blessed that I had parents that really stood with, no, our kid's gifted too. Like, and so now you've got to live into this. And my dad would just ask me, all right, is this the best you can do? And if I said no, then I was in trouble.
That's it.
Yeah.
Your best. That's all
Yep.
you can ask, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your best. Thank you so much, Sid, for being here. To learn more about Sid McNairy, go to iwantabuzz.com. And that's it for this segment of Ignite Success, and I look forward to seeing you the next time. With Storehouse Media Group, we are an award-winning publisher, and we are everything books. We take an author who wants to write a book, whether it's with a concept and we help flesh it out and develop it, or we will write the book for them, or we edit the book, or we publish the book, and we can market it to bestseller. All of the above. We just everything books. That's what Storehouse Media Group is.